Greetings, peace, love, and wellness, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. I am Samari, and today I wanted to talk about boundaries, the importance of setting boundaries with ourselves as well as others. Boundaries is something we need at any age, no matter where you are in life. And our boundaries, levels, and restrictions may evolve and change over our lifetime, depending on our personal experiences. But when we set clear, healthy boundaries, it actually sets the precedent of how we value and love ourselves. Because without boundaries, it opens up the space for someone outside of yourself to make you a slave to their own agenda. And what I mean by slave is as if they are controlling what you think, how you feel, your reactions, as well as your emotions. When we set clear and healthy boundaries, we set our own self esteem, our own confidence, and activate our ability to self regulate and be autonomous. When we are born on this planet, we are born valuable. We don't have to do anything to prove our wealth to anyone outside ourselves. When we create boundaries, that is telling people we know our value, we know our worth. A lot of times when we do not have boundaries, it's because we may be a people pleaser, or it could be a learned condition from childhood where we didn't know how to self regulate without validation and support. And as we go older, that pattern stays with us and it shows up with our friendships and our relationships with other people. And even when it comes to setting boundaries for ourselves and how we feel once we set these boundaries, we must allow ourselves to be comfortable and confident in the boundaries that we set. And this is something that I even struggled with before. I would always consider myself um, caring when I always do things that people ask me, despite how I felt, or even if it might have been to my own detriment, or I had something else to do. And I'll have someone ask me, maybe babysit their children or loan them some money. And I know at the time I might have something else to do, or I wanted to use my money for something else. But then in my mind, I was like, oh, just to keep down conflict, or, maybe they really need someone to babysit and want to go out and have a good time. So I will babysit, but that means that I was placing more value on other people than my own time and energy, which I know is expensive because it takes so much of everyday life to get to even know yourself, to even heal yourself and become who you are. So if you are valuing someone else above you and all the work you put into yourself, then that is something you need to reevaluate and look at. And even when it comes to things like social media, advertising, and the news, they have their own standards of what is beautiful. They have their own standards of what is fit. They have their own self standards as what is successful and what is wealthy. When we set boundaries for ourselves, when it comes to what we consume with our eyes and in our ears, when it comes to those things like even music, the things that's in the music that's trying to manipulate us and coerce us to fit their standards. So we need to have the boundaries with ourselves to let us know that, hey, if that's too, we're constantly keep hearing that, set boundaries and not listen to those type of songs. Set boundaries and not follow those type of people on social media or those advertisements. Try to block those advertisements out because it will make us feel less worthy because we may feel like we're not at those standards, or we may feel that we have to work really hard to get to those standards. Because again, you got to remember, you were already born worthy. And it is up to us to personally determine how we feel about ourselves. Nobody can create a value on us. Again, that's why I refer to it like slavery, because at that time they were putting value on what they felt that the people were worth. And they were utilizing their energy. And while they sat back and enjoyed the fruits of the labor, the other person was working to their own detriment. And so when we have boundaries, we allow ourselves to say no to those things. We know that we have the autonomy, the free will, and the confidence to say no to things that is not conducive to our own well being, as well as answering the phone call when people call. Like, you don't have to answer. If you know this person is an energy vampire and you know that you had something else to do, and you know if you get on the phone with this person, talk, 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 and got so much stuff, the drama going on, this, that, that. Give yourself the space and the permission to not answer that phone call, not indulge in that drama, and feel comfortable with your nose and not answering the phone and not having to feel you have to support people when, again, it's at your own detriment. It's important to put ourselves first, love ourselves, know our worth when it comes to those boundaries. So that is my message of today. If you felt this video was helpful, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with a friend. Until next time, peace, love, and wellness.